YouTube? Konat87 here, starting off the week with business as usual and another anime review. My hair is quite messy, but no matter, I will make a video anyways. Gotta be quick because the Canucks are on and I can't miss the Canucks. Today I'll be reviewing the slice of life show Kokoro Connect. Now, Kokoro Connect is a slice of life show, but it deals with a lot more elements than that. There's comedy, there's drama, it has a school setting, and then it has quite a supernatural twist. This supernatural twist comes in the form of Heartseed, who takes over mainly their teacher's body, but throughout the series he's shown to take over other people's bodies. But anyways, what he does is he has this mysterious persona and backstory and power, and this power is used to sort of inflict different sorts of difficulties into our main cast of 5. These difficulties split the series into 4 separate arcs. The first difficulty is the switching of bodies between our two male characters and 3 female characters. That's where they switch bodies, so it would be someone in someone else's body, and this throws a whole bunch of drama and development into the series. The second arc has the characters having their desires unleashed. This made them act on it, so all these things they kept bottled up were like released and exposed. The third arc, they would result to childhood form, so this one was scheduled and different, and I felt this one was the weakest of the arcs, but it was still quite an enjoyable one. And the last arc, which was the last 4 special episodes, which is Kokoro Connect Michi Random, I felt this was the strongest arc of the series. What happened in this arc was, if they think something, it may go to any of the 4 friends in the group, and they know who gets it. So this one had the most difficulty for one of our 2 female main characters, Iori. I'm really rambling on about the story because it's kind of difficult to explain because there's so many, I don't know, it's weird. It's really a weird series when you're talking about the supernatural elements. But in review, you kind of need to watch it to be able to understand what I'm going to convey next. All in all, this series was great. I felt the supernatural elements really impacted the characters deeply. It just led to amazing character development. It led to amazing scenes of drama, and just lots of feelings and emotions were just displayed constantly. Shining the brightest would be the star of this series. INABAAAAAAAAN was amazing. Her character is the greatest. When the show started out, I don't know, I disliked her cynical nature, but man, just watching her develop and change as a character, it just makes me go, INABAAAAAAAN! Because Inaba is just the greatest. For me, she's the shining star of this anime. Iori is also quite a good, well-developed character. You don't notice this so much in the first 3 arcs of the show, because she doesn't get as deep into who she truly is, and all this you find out in the last 4 episodes, because the last arc, the last 4 episodes are just amazing. I think they're the best of the season. But you do need to watch the first 3 arcs in order to really understand the depth of the 4th arc. But going to Iori's character, she's quite an energetic, fun, smiley character. She has the dramatic backstory with how she changed personas and was never truly herself, but her friends have already accepted her, and they're all laugh, fun. And then the 4th arc happens, and her character just explodes. If you've seen the last 4 episodes, you'll know exactly what I mean. So those 4 just radically changed her character, and I felt it was extremely interesting. I felt it was extremely well done, and I do have quite a deeper respect for Iori's character. I didn't as much for the first 3 arcs, but after the 4th arc, I did have a deep respect for her character. Even though Inabaan's better in every way, shape, or form, but whatever, that's not what I'm talking about. Our male lead, Taichi, he was quite a generic character, but he was smiley. He was our shining white knight of the series, so he really brought it all together, and it was because of him that we could have all the great emotional scenes and impact we had throughout the series. So Taichi, you were a fine character, but I didn't feel we had enough development or backstory into your character, but you were the shining white knight of the series, so you did your job well. The duo of Aoki and Yui round off our group of 5. They are the weakest of the group. They're not the weakest characters, because I think Iori would be like the weakest mental state as we see throughout the series, but in terms of actual development and in characters, I felt they were really weak. I felt they were weak and Taichi was weak as characters, but Iori and Inabaan, like super, like out of frame amazingness, really. But those Yui and Aoki, they had their moments throughout the series. Aoki had quite a few humorous moments, and one of my favorite moments that came from near the end of the series was when Heartseed walks up and talks to these two, and he says, for quote, "You are the most uninteresting of the group." So at that point I was just bursting out laughing. Even though it's supposed to be a more serious feeling moment, I just laughed because I was like, oh god, they are the most useless. From a reviewing standpoint, you can pick out the things, like you look at the characters and they're not that strong. You look at the arcs, you're like, oh yeah, it feels kind of jumpy, and for a lot of the things you can just like throw buzzwords out and be like, oh, this was forced drama and things like that, but it was really an enjoyable series. I really enjoyed this series because I don't know why, because I recognize its flaws and I recognize all these things, but I love this series. I think Inabaan helped with that because she was amazing, but even without her, it was still a great series. The art for this series is amazing. The character designs were really well done. This series did have quite an impact on me, and that is in voice acting, because now as I'm watching some anime, different series, I'll be watching something and someone will say something, a new character will show up, and I'll be like, oh my god, that is Inabaan's voice. I recognize Inabaan's voice everywhere now, so thank you for that, Kokoro Connect. I'll probably, because I don't recognize voice actors, but I recognize Inabaan's voice actor everywhere now, so thank you for that, Kokoro Connect. I love Inabaan to bits. The music for this series is quite enjoyable. It fits the moods pretty well, and in particular the opening and ending songs, some of them were really delicious. The first opening by Euphonious is amazing. The second ending is Inabaan's ending, and it's adorable. And the ending for the 4th arc is by Leah, who, if you know who Leah is, she does like Angel Beats, Clanad, all those beautiful things. So it's like, yes, I recommend it fully, and I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It was a great story, it was a great ride, I enjoyed every moment of it. There is flaws, which I do recognize it, keeping me from giving it a higher rating, but this is an amazing series. Go check it out if you haven't. And don't just watch the last 4 episodes, even though they are the most amazing. Be sure to watch the whole series and tell me what you thought. Shoot me a comment down below. If you like this video in particular, you can give me a thumbs up. If you're watching my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, do it. It's so much fun. My other friend, he's like four subscribers ahead of me, so I have to beat him because we're like rivals. Like, yeah. I'm Konate87, the 29 is for show. Come back next Monday for another anime review. Check me out in the links down below, and have a good night.